Oh shit, here we go.
Shit. Here we go again.
Have people remixed that yet? Have people put that into a song?
Probably.
Good.
I can't imagine a world where that was not a thing.
Right? I mean, with TikTok being a thing now, they had to be on that, which apparently TikTok's not going away anymore. I downloaded it from nothing.
I looked it up on the App Store and I didn't see anything. Like it was still there.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's supposed to be after today.
No,
right?
Trump actually approved a deal, like a purchase of the company or the American branch of the company. He approved another company named Oracle buying it, I think is the headline I saw.
Well, the thing is that it had been reported that they were going to be buying it like over a week ago. So when the Wilbur fucking Ross, human pug statue Wilbur Ross said that, it was going to be banned, I thought it was like a separate thing. I thought that they like maybe didn't approve it, but all right. If they did approve it and that Oracle, a tech company famously led by a man who's a giant Trump supporter, shocker, buys it, then I guess it'll keep going.
Yeah.
TikTok lives, and it is... I know TikTok kind of became a martyr for a hot second, but like TikTok had problems, and like TikTok is as problematic as ever. Yay. We're going to talk about that and a bunch of other shit on episode 113 of Voluntary Viewing, recorded on September 20th, 2020. On the podcast today, we have the showrunner for Shan't We Tell the Vicar, Ryan Holtz.
Oh, darling, would you please take your place? We're about to start filming.
Firm but considerate. The tell of an expert showrunner.
It is the Brit way.
In it.
I think that's a bit of a different affectation than I was going for, but hey, I'll take any addition.
Also on the podcast today, we have the man filling the lead role for Shan't We Tell the Vicar, mostly cast because of his performance as Broof in The Adventures of Broof, Andrew Clark.
Oi, someone go get me a glass of water. I gotta tell Brian he's out there in it.
I thought you named the character Mostly Cass, which actually
that is
fit.
the perfect name.
Yeah, not mostly cast. It's like Mostly Cass.
Yeah, no, M-O-S, still a silent T, Leycass, yep. And then like a silent E.
No, fancy. Yeah, I like the E. That's very English.
This is one of the characters they have to rename when the inevitable American version of this comes out, because there's just no translation there.
Yeah.
And last but not least, is me, Lucas the Writer, the lead writer of Shan't We Tell the Vicar.
Are you playing yourself, though?
Oh, wait, I star in it?
I don't know. Are you playing yourself as the writer of Shan't We Tell the Vicar? In the world that is the Voluntary Viewing cinematic universe.
The fourth wall is broken many a time.
Yeah.
In Shan't We Tell the Vicar.
Where the writer shows up.
Part of Shan't We Tell the Vicar is, the group of writers writing the show as it's happening.
Oh, so this is a making of situation, kind of like 30 Rock.
Oh. No. That's just that's the B storyline of every episode.
The B storyline is them coming up with the A storyline.
Yeah.
How delightful. Also, don't want to step on your territory there, lead writer, but generally speaking, the showrunner is the lead writer, so...
I mean, if you guys would have let me finish, I would have said... I mean, like, technically my title is lead runner, but really it's a collaborative effort between the showrunner, lead actor, and me, the writer.
Why would the lead actor have that much.
That's
to
how
say.
good
Like
you
Always
are.
Sunny.
Yeah.
Writing.
It's just
Oh.
3 dudes that were like, oh, let's make a show.
It's just, it's you
And
know,
they did it.
written, directed, produced, and starring this
Yeah.
dude.
Andrew Clark as
Casey
mostly
Affleck.
cast.
Like 5 years down the line.
I mostly cast.
Oh, are you elderly?
What? No.
You've used 2 different affectations.
Ryan, that's just what British people sound like. Come
No,
on.
it sounded like an elderly British person. And then previously you were like a Cockney, just nonsense British person. I'm trying
You
to
can just say British person.
I'm trying to dive into the world of mostly Cass. Really understand what makes him tick.
10 years down the line, Andrew, you are absolutely shocked that you're still doing this and just roll with it. For fun, decide to star in a giant monster movie directed by Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah. Sounds right. I mean, it's working for the Schitt's Creek people. They've literally swept the Emmys.
Except for animated, which went to Rick and Morty.
The comedy awards, the ones they were eligible for, they
Okay.
have swept.
Okay.
No, they can't sweep animated or drama, believe it or not.
Should I watch that, Ryan?
Can you believe that Schitt's Creek didn't win Best Animated Comedy for the fact that it is not that?
Yeah. Should you watch Schitt's Creek?
Yes.
I didn't like it.
Oh.
So you can ask
Yeah.
Ian and other people who did. I really did not think it was very funny. So
I saw like 2 or 3 episodes of Schitt's Creek, and it's just like there are like definitely a couple of really funny moments, but I don't know. Most of the time, it was just one bit that kept going.
yeah, I don't know. I thought it just dove into cringe humor so much, and there wasn't that many jokes, so it wasn't my cup of tea. But I mean, like, you know,
You are
a lot of people like it.
you are notoriously against cringe humor, so it might not have been for you. But okay.
It's definitely not my favorite. I'm down for a little sprinkle of cringe every once in a while.
Okay.
That can make me laugh.
That's cringe.
Yeah, but I'm not. But that's cringe. I watch it for when they're making fun of the cringy people. I don't laugh at the cringy people themselves. I laugh at the commentary.
Right. You're not a monster.
Well, no, that's what Schitt's Creek is, and that's what everyone's favorite moments of The Office are. So, oh well.
All right. Enough of this episode of the making of Shan't We Tell the Vicar. I believe it's time to get on to News of the Week. So, yeah, in what is just inarguably the biggest gaming company fuck up of this week, like nothing else even comes close. Microsoft just utterly shitting the bed when everybody else's mattress is pristine. This title from IGN: Xbox Series S will not run Xbox One X enhanced versions of backwards compatible games.
However, the Xbox Series S will feature many other benefits for Xbox One and Xbox 360. Okay. I am definitely going to, take enjoyment out of making fun of Xbox for their just awful naming conventions. And I know that you're going for a joke, but like we cannot we cannot make fun of Xbox.
Glass houses and all that.
Yep.
Yeah, we cannot make fun of Xbox without showing just how bad Sony fucked up the pre-order shit.
Okay.
And like it may not have all been Sony's fault, but there was definitely some poor communication going on.
All right, let's transfer into this. We will get to the fucking PlayStation 5 showcase, which in a vacuum, pretty good, in a minute. But PlayStation 5, regular and all digital, those pre-orders, just a unmitigated clusterfuck. It's awful. Fucking awful.
Yeah. Microsoft got to boom them the same way that PlayStation boomed Microsoft when they were doing the whole how to transfer your game between consoles or whatever. And then Sony was just like, here's how you do it. And they handed their friend the disc. thank you. And then just cut. Like Microsoft was able to boom them with the, hey guys, what's going on?
Oh, God.
And just a heads up that, we will give you tons of heads up on when the pre-orders, exact dates and times, and it'll be great.
Is that video coming?
So
is here's how your pre-order of...
Oh no, it was a tweet.
Yeah.
It was a pretty
okay.
good tweet.
Okay. I wonder if they would follow all the way through with that, but okay.
Yeah. And hire the same two people, although it was probably just devs. Maybe they hire those devs just so they can do a parody commercial and then fire them.
Notorious turnover in the video game industry. It's possible.
Yeah. Who knows?
It was so bad, Sony had to issue an apology. Apparently more PlayStation 5s are on the way.
The saws are on the way.
But yeah, you guys managed to pre-order too. Although places are canceling those pre-orders, so that might be a little more tenuous. But I still do not have one. Not super worried, but you know what? Definitely sweating a little bit now. Definitely like, perhaps my demeanor was not appropriate after all.
I mean, hey, you might get another chance, if Sony said that there are going to be more available for pre-order, and they are still, like, really holding on to that whole, like, don't worry, guys, more are going to be available at launch, but I know that you don't want to try to, in the middle of a pandemic, no less, a week before Black Friday, storm the gates of your local Best Buy to try to shiv a man in the back of the neck in order to take his PlayStation 5.
I mean, I'm going to GameStop because I have stock there, but yes, principle applies. Also,
Lucas is technically paying himself a little bit. He's going to earn
Lucas...
0.0000001 cents off of this purchase, so yeah.
Lucas is going to be like campaigning pro bono for GameStop.
Also, you know what? Straight up, I do not believe GameStop will exist in its current form in 2022, but this has been fantastic for GameStop stock.
Sure.
Lucas did this. Lucas is the one that started all the pre-orders to fuck everything up and make GameStop's stock explode.
I genuinely think the thought process behind a lot of investors' minds is, oh god, what's this news article about video game things selling out? What's a video game company? GameStop. Okay,
what's a video game?
Get us GameStop stock. They closed 200 branches, I think, last week, and now their stock has more than doubled. The market is weird.
I mean, double is still double, but it was double of $5.
And that's like $200 for me. I'm down.
Oh, Lucas just laying it all out.
Yeah, damn.
So, Ryan, you pre-ordered yours from Target.
Yeah.
You haven't gotten any sort of cancellation on that, right?
Nope.
All still good? Because I know that a couple of people had their order or pre-orders canceled even like 2 or 3 days later.
They had their pre-orders canceled on a price error for the controllers.
I do remember that, where shit was like 99 cents.
Yeah. And those obviously got canceled, but nope. I am still due to receive. And then I pre-ordered a headset and Spider-Man Miles Morales Ultimate whatever through Amazon, so
nice.
I will be covered. Although if the Amazon one comes first, I'll just be wearing a headset, holding my PS3 controller, going like, pew, pew, like pretending.
What's up, fellow gamers?
Yeah. I'll just walk around Los Angeles wearing a gaming headset.
Just holding a controller and...
Whoa, these graphics are so realistic.
All right, Andrew, unless you had some closing thoughts, I feel like that's a pretty good transition into the PlayStation 5 showcase.
My only closing thought is that I pre-ordered Cyberpunk 2077 with my Amazon points that I got from buying my PlayStation 5.
Wow. Big brain time.
Yep. Just Yeah, no, I didn't pay $500 for that. I paid $475. Ooh.
Yeah, I had a credit card reward points and what's it? And like I think I had a random gift card for some reason, and I was like, ooh, a fancy lad, $37 off, you say?
Yeah. Well, so I've got an Amazon card, so anytime you order it, as much as I hate Amazon, I do still have their credit card because I'm a fucking piece of shit. And so I get 5% back on everything I order on Amazon.
This sounds like a commercial.
So 5% back on a $500 purchase is not bad.
Wait, you get 5% cash back on every purchase from Amazon.com registered trademark?
Look straight into the camera.
Yeah, what kind of APR does it have? It must be very high.
What's in your wallet?
No, if you sign up for Amazon now, you get a low APR rate of 1.2%.
So, a week after the PlayStation 5 comes out, I will be able to play Cyberpunk 2077, the PlayStation 4 version.
Yeah.
But eventually, they'll upgrade that shit for free.
It is interesting to see the blend where consoles are kind of becoming more like PCs in that when you upgrade now, games aren't necessarily made for either generation at this point. Like, it felt like with PS3 and PS4, they would make a very specific PS3 version and then upgrade it, usually at great expense, to a PS4 version. Mm-hmm. And now it feels like they're just kind of like, well, nah. We'll just give you a PS4 version and it'll look the same on both and you can play it on both and fuck it. It's like the PC model. So, yeah.
Yeah.
That being said, I would bet money right now that Cyberpunk 2077 is going to have a PlayStation 5 Enhanced Edition drop holiday 2021.
Well, no, what they said is that 2021, and they're shooting at 2021, but not set. I'm guessing it might take them a while to do it, but anyone who bought the PlayStation 4 version, or the Xbox One version, for that matter, you're just going to play that on your next-gen console, and then they will enhance it for free when they finish the enhanced version.
They're going to enhance it? They're going to...
Yeah, I'm guessing that they'll probably also drop an enhanced version that you can just buy, but anyone that has the PlayStation 4 version will get the quote-unquote PlayStation 5 version for free when it comes out.
That's boring. I picture them dispatching a crack team of developers that go into your game and turn up some settings, and then graphic artists fucking swap everything for you. And they do it for everyone.
I mean, it sounded like that's what they were going to do.
Yeah.
That it wouldn't be a separate download, that it would just be a patch.
They'll come to your house?
No, okay. No, I thought you meant like online. Okay.
No, I want a team to bust down your door in the middle of a pandemic and fucking plug their laptops into your PlayStation 5 and start upgrading.
Knowing CD Projekt Red, what they would probably do is, instead of just enhancing the Cyberpunk 2077 game, they'd hack my PlayStation 4 and turn it into a PlayStation 5. They just rip it apart and replace literally every single part except for the Blu-ray drive. And say, here, you can now play Cyberpunk 2077 on this.
Enhance. Click the enhance button.
We give you a free PlayStation 5. Are you going to forget about us doing an AMA on 8chan yet?
Yeah. There was an article, I think that came out today, that said that they're pretty certain that the founder of QAnon, like the original poster, is the guy who started 8chan. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Who is 8chan?
Who is this 8chan?
All right. Looks like Lucas has a bullet point list for us to blow through.
Hey, everyone sit back, get ready to listen.
Final Fantasy 16! Crystals and pure fantasy bullshit are back, bitches!
Yeah, that's what video games need, more crystals.
Fuck yeah!
Gonna get some orbs.
Forget those multicolored card keys. Give me some fucking crystals. I do have to ask you, Andrew, though, after playing through The Witcher 3, does this do anything for you? Oh boy.
I mean, this just looked like a generic open world fantasy game.
Wow.
I mean, I didn't think it looked bad.
Okay.
I'm not gonna hate on Final Fantasy. I was never a fan of the series, but I don't think it's like the dumbest thing ever. So I'm not gonna hate on it. I'm sure that people that really like this series were super stoked, and it looked pretty, even though it was a PC render. How did they phrase it? This was designed on the PC to emulate the PlayStation 5 experience.
Some dumb shit like that. Yes.
Yeah, but I mean, like it looked fine. It just
That's fair.
does nothing for me. And hey, it might also be so great that I end up buying it in 17 years when it comes out.
I am. Oh boy, you guys drag me for this, internet, if need be. But I'm hopeful 2022. This did not seem like the graphical push that was Final Fantasy 15. And you know what? They got a guy on there who Square Enix specifically brought on to dig them out of a hole. So if anybody's good at managing a team and keeping the deadlines, it's this crew by the sound of it. So fingers crossed on that. More Spider-Man Miles Morales coming out of this. A little bit of gameplay, digging more into the story. Ryan already is invested, so yep, gonna be cool.
Yeah, I can't wait for it to pay back this investment of mine.
Did you get the full version that's the original game and Miles Morales, or just the...
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I didn't get to play the original game because I didn't have a PlayStation 4. So
now you
we
can.
Are.
Now you can be Spider Cop.
Jesus.
That he calls himself that in the game. This came out 2 years ago.
I'm probably just gonna buy the Miles Morales.
Wow.
Oh boy. The Harry Potter RPG Hogwarts Legacy comes out in 2021 and isn't controversial at all, really.
Oh.
The people that made this game, that probably worked hard on it, had to spend like the 5 days leading up to this launch knowing how it was going to be received.
And then preparing statements like, J.K. Rowling had no direct involvement in this game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is so weird because so I was never like a Harry Potter stan or anything, but I did read the books, I did watch the movies, I liked them. Like, one of my memories as like a little kid was playing the Harry Potter computer games with my sister. It was like the only time that we would get along. It was playing fucking Harry Potter video games. So there's like a very small part of me that wanted to be excited for this, and I'm sure a lot of those Potter heads are gonna be happy about this, but I just couldn't give a shit about this other than it reminding me how much I don't like J.K. Rowling.
Outside of J.K. Rowling being a TERF, massive transphobe, she's also kind of gone out of her way to make the Harry Potter universe worse since those books wrapped up. Like, when I saw that this was taking place in 1800s Hogwarts, my first thought was, oh, is there going to be a button that removes the shit from your pants with a spell? 'Cause that's canon.
Yeah, that is literally canon for some reason.
That'd be a great button. I mean, how many video games deal with human shit nowadays? All the like survival ones.
Yeah.
Ark, The Village, or whatever. A lot of the survival ones.
Oh god.
So
what?
Time to add in the shit mechanic.
What priority default button placement do you think the shit removal one gets? I feel like that's R3.
It's F.
Me.
One of the most important buttons.
Yeah. I was picturing L3
Oh, okay.
for shit removal, actually.
Oh, you're talking about console version.
I think this is only
The
coming out on
PC
console.
version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Also got an extended trailer for Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, which was also not controversial whatsoever.
You fucking commit war crimes and destabilize a democratically elected government in order to support a right-wing fascist dictator.
I mean, Andrew, they were just assassinating a foreign politician that was inconvenient for them. Does the U.S. even do that anymore?
I mean, Trump just openly said like 3 days ago, like, yeah, I thought we were going to assassinate Bashar al-Assad. He's like, that was the plan. Like, I was going to do that, and then they told me it was a bad idea.
Yeah.
Just openly, like, I was going to assassinate this world leader. A well-known piece of shit world leader, but he's definitely not the only one who is on our list.
Then we also have Resident Evil 8 Village, which is coming...
A.
Village?
No, I just said A.
Coming out 2021. I think I'm getting...
I doubt it. I don't think I will ever expect a game to come out when its initial release date says that it will.
Really?
I don't think that I have the ability to do that anymore. I see 2021 and I'm like, they're going to say it'll come out in like November of 2021 and it'll get delayed to April of 2022 and maybe it'll come out then. But yeah.
Okay. That's fair.
I mean, like Deathloop, I kind of believe that release date because that's already the delayed release date. I mean, when was the last time a video game came out without being delayed?
Super Mario 3D All-Stars.
That's a fucking prepackaged collection of other games that already existed.
All I'm saying, I understand your skepticism, but gaming companies can also, like, narrow the window. Like, they can just not say that a game is going to come out once it's already, like, definitely going to come out. You know?
Sure. But I still don't think that it's going to come out in 2021.
Fair. Do you think you're going to get it once it eventually does come out?
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
100%.
Get me those werewolves. Yeah, you dropped this, but Deathloop, still looks cool, still coming out Q2 2021. Don't know if that's a pickup at launch for me, but you know what? Still neat, still fun, cool aesthetic. Enhanced version of Devil May Cry. I don't think any of us care about that. Same for Oddworld. This was fucking weird and out of left field. Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach.
Well, it should be like a open world, like a small open world survival horror RPG. It is just small. Resident Evil 7, but
I picture it like a large open world. Just like explore to your heart's content. Yeah, it's Skyrim.
It's Skyrim with animatronics.
No, the animatronics only show up if you go inside the Five Nights at Freddy's. Like if you just stay away.
The rest of it is just Skyrim. Yeah. It's a mod for Skyrim. It's Skyrim with another area that is Five Nights at Freddy's.
There is one of those. I can't remember what it was from. I think it was like a YouTube video where it was like Skyrim, but there's 500 mods or something like that. And one of them was if you went to sleep in a certain bed, it would teleport you to this creepy 3D Mario world.
Huh.
And that was a mod, was that you were dreaming that you were Mario, and they had like modeled Goombas and Koopas and everything, and there was a princess and a Bowser fight at the end, and then you wake up at the end and you think like, oh wow, so that was all a dream, but then you have like a mushroom in your inventory and it's like, oh, was it? So someone's done it. At least something similar.
I really thought this franchise was dead, but nope, it lives on.
It'll never die. It will never die.
Much like Freddy Fazbear.
Undead, living forever.
The second...
And all those kids? Right?
Maybe.
Isn't that what, like, haunted the Five Nights at Freddy's in the canon?
Yeah.
In the lore?
Yeah, I watched a couple of Five Nights at Freddy's lore videos when I was a freshman in college, which was a mistake. But yeah, there's a bunch of shit. There's dead kids and ghosts and yeah.
Mad Pat said the purple guy is like a serial killer and like he's making all the magic stuff happen? I don't know. I don't care.
I like your funny words, Magic Man.
I thought this trailer looked good until the exact second they revealed this is a Five Nights at Freddy's game, and I can only imagine this is the absolute worst jumping on point. So, nope, not for me. But what is for me, Demon's Souls. Still looking good. You know what? Not liking that this game is kicking off this trend, but I will pay $70 for this.
I mean, we're going to be able to play Bloodborne for free when this launches. I'm not going to get Demon's Souls quite yet.
That's fair.
But you have already played Bloodborne. So
Yes, I've played...
I can see why you'd be excited if you liked
I've played roughly 2/3 of Bloodborne. And what I think I'm looking forward to the most about Demon's Souls is that this is a little bit in Bloodborne, but especially in Dark Souls, where I just do not want to deal with the lore elements of this world too much. I just kind of want to get in there and like kill monsters in a really challenging but satisfying way, and that's what Demon's Souls is, from my understanding, and I'm game for that.
Yeah.
Are you guys game for Fortnite on the PlayStation 5?
Whoa, next gen.
Hey.
Next gen Fortnite.
Next gen Fortnite. It'll look even smoother.
Ooh, more frames.
Can't play it on our phones anymore, so we have to buy PlayStation 5s.
Well, I mean, hey guys, think about it like this. Think about how good Tenet is going to look in Fortnite in like, I don't know, 6 months.
Okay.
God damn it. So will PS5 and Xbox Series X be able to play cross-generation then?
Huh.
I would imagine. I mean, because Call of Duty's already going to be able to do it, or at least they say that they are.
Well, I mean, in Fortnite, like, you could play with a phone and with a Switch and shit. Like, shit that had inferior hardware.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I don't see why they wouldn't be able to.
That'll be pretty wild. That's going to be a pretty decent advantage. Like, shooters, frames actually really matter a lot.
Yeah.
So,
it's going to be the only thing that the three of us can all play on launch day.
If and GTA 5!
Well, not if Lucas can't get his PlayStation 5.
Wow.
Maybe that'll be cross-gen. I don't know.
I'm going to be able to
Lucas doesn't have GTA 5, does he? Do you have current-gen GTA 5, Lucas?
Oh, God, no.
Okay. Never mind then.
The last time I played GTA 5 was actually at Andrew and Jade's place when I visited them a while ago, and
we played that on the PlayStation 3.
That's right. Yep. That controller is weird to me now, and that's kind of fucked up. Also, yeah, a ton of the biggest games that were available on the PlayStation 4 will be available for free at launch on the PlayStation 5. We're talking stuff like God of War, Persona 5, Bloodborne, Monster Hunter World, a lot of others, just really something in every genre, so there's a value add for potentially everybody, and that's kind of neat.
Yeah, I'd say that, like, out of the big PlayStation games of the previous generation, the only ones that are missing on there are, like, Horizon, Death Stranding, fucking Ghost of Tsushima, which came out, 2 months ago.
Yeah, I was going to say, I feel like those games are just slightly too new for this, and that's
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man,
but Spider-Man is going to be releasing for them to sell to you.
Yeah.
Which is
and I did it.
No, I just mean, like, so that's why it's not on there, because people are going to be buying that for the PlayStation 5.
I mean...
So, I just mean, like, yeah, most of the big ones are there, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like we, kind of circumvented this point, but finally have the price for these. Disc version will cost $500, and the disc-less version will be $400. which about what everybody expected, I think.
Yeah, will be for all those people that did not already sign up to pay those prices.
How have I heard nothing about the people who registered to pre-order a PlayStation 5? Did that just go away? Was that not even real?
You asked about that. I said they did. It was a very limited amount of people, and they sent it to their quote-unquote most loyal customers or whatever the fuck. And yeah, they would send them links, and then it was like, on Friday, use this link to sign up for a pre-order. So they went out at 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. on Thursday night.
Oof.
So we were not one of them. Not one of the chosen ones.
And then last but not least for this event, and then closing out the news, the video game portion of the news segment, actually, they did one more thing for the next God of War game, presumably God of War Ragnarok, which is set to hit in 2021, and you know what? I imagine I'll be more excited for this after I play God of War for free on my PlayStation 5.
Well, for no extra charge.
Yes.
Technically, you're paying, like, I don't know, 1/20th of, your $60 a year. Whatever the fuck. I mean, it's something that, like, everyone who gets a PlayStation is going to have anyway.
Right.
Because everyone's going to get PlayStation Plus because they pay to be able to play online. And then they're going to get this shit for free in addition.
Okay. I kind of see where you're coming from with this, but
it's basically for free.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, exact same situation as fucking Wii Sports. Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, so what's going to be a better launch game that is kind of included with the console for free? Wii Sports or the PlayStation Plus collection? 20 different AAA highly regarded games.
I mean,
because I still got to give the edge to Wii Sports.
Right? Like, these are good, but do any of them have teams tennis? I don't think so.
I mean, none of these are going to give me the amount of dopamine that I received after rolling that ball down the alley and then hearing, nice shot.
That's golf.
Andrew.
Or, fuck.
It's strike.
Nice cock.
I'm not making...
Great approach.
Good on.
Good on was definitely weird. So fucking weird. And then there was one where he was like slower about it. He's like, nice shot. Like when you drew, I think it was from a driver. If you hit it perfectly down the fairway, he would kind of be slower about it. He wasn't as upbeat. Sounded a little bit more sensual.
This has to be like
Just biting his lip.
This has to be a fucking College Humor video or something, right? Wii Sports announcer dirty talk, some shit like that.
Ugh.
Wow.
Who was it? There's a person who did that.
Yep. A human being.
Or maybe not. Maybe an advanced AI.
Hatsune Miku did Wii Sports.
His name is Josh Millman.
Huh.
He's on IMDb. He is not known for much.
Hey.
Wii Sports Resort, and Wii Party.
They have that under their belt. Do they need anything else?
I don't know. You could probably find this person on like Twitter.
Yeah.
Have a conversation with them.
Anything happening in TV and film worth noting?
I don't think so.
Going into the other category then, this does not have to be a major talking point, but Undertale had its 5th anniversary this week, which, nope, that's not right. That's not right. That game didn't come out when we were in college. That game came out forever ago, during like the heyday of Tumblr, which was longer than 5 years ago, right?
I don't know when the heyday of Tumblr was. Tumblr was like popular 5 years ago.
That's true.
And then they banned porn, and then, like, fucking, was it Facebook that bought it? Who bought Tumblr and then sold it for like a bag of chips and a half-eaten hot dog?
Verizon.
Verizon.
Verizon's currently, or as of August 2019, they were trying to sell Tumblr. Yep, current owner, Verizon Media.
Yeah, but didn't Verizon buy it for like really cheap? So if Verizon owns it right now, in theory, there was someone else that bought it for a lot of money.
Yeah, because didn't they buy it for like $70 million and then... What is that? I think... Hold on, I think there's an alarm going off in my building.
Uh-oh.
Jesus, someone knocked on this door.
The building's fire alarm is going off.
Oh.
Okay. I gotta go. I'm gonna leave my thing running.
Wait, hold on. Can we do a quick clap sync just in case?
No, he's leaving it running.
Okay, fine. Fingers crossed. This will be fine.
Fingers crossed what?
Fingers crossed Andrew doesn't die, and more importantly, his audio doesn't get wrecked.
His audio gets destroyed in a fire.
He can't send it to me if his laptop melts.
He wouldn't be able to send it to you even if we did a clap sync, though.
Well, but at least then we have it for safety.
How? How would we have it?
I don't know. Maybe he has it synced with the cloud.
Were you going to have him clap, stop the recording, upload it, and then send you the link before he evacuated the apartment?
Honestly, my thought process was if he leaves his laptop idle for too long, it'll go into sleep mode and then stop recording, and then we'll be fucked. But I guess he might be fucked already if the fire alarm in his building is going off.
It's probably fine.
Hopefully fine.
There's a lot of bumping around in there. You might have to do some cutting.
I can mute. I can work shit out.
Yeah.
But more importantly, not more importantly, Andrew saved you his tantamount. Almost equally importantly, that will take us into the meme corner.
The memes.
Yeah.
What is Bronny James?
Bronny James is LeBron James's kid.
What?
He is 15 years old. His name is LeBron James Jr., but people call him Bronny to distinguish him from LeBron James. And he is 15 years old, and he posted a story to his Instagram where he was just fucking smoking a blunt. And it has been memed. A lot of photoshops with Bronny James with like red eyes and everything like that, and just like, whoa, Taco Tuesday, which is LeBron James's thing.
You know what? Boy, kids, don't do drugs. But also, if this Wikipedia article is accurate, Bronny James is 6'2" at age 15.
Yeah.
Fuck.
He's LeBron James's kid.
True.
Surprised he's not taller. Honestly.
That is fucking my height. Damn.
LeBron James like had the capability to play in the NBA his junior year of high school. Like he was that good. Everyone knew that he could be like an NBA rotational player his junior year of high school when he was 16.
Fuck.
So then Bronny is is now in his sophomore year of high school. So there you go. Built different. So, yeah.
Boy, and here I am just thinking about how I can change up my exercise routine to maybe get my body fat count down a couple more percentage points. That's fuck.
Sounds like your little. What's your body fat percent right now?
Not high, but I also don't know how to determine it precisely.
Isn't like water displacement or something or is that just BMI?
I think that's BMI.
How do you calculate body fat percentage then?
Google. I think electricity is involved. I remember doing it in like my biology class in high school, but
6 ways to measure body fat percentage. Tape measure. That doesn't seem.
No.
Calipers. The skinful test. It is a plus or minus 3% error rate with that. Body fat scale is not as accurate as you like. Hydrostatic weight, where you need to go to a special facility. You sit undressed in a chair that's submerged in water. Hey, water!
Hey!
There is water. Air displacement plethysmography. That's the real word. Extremely accurate. A computerized egg-shaped chamber called a bod pod that encloses your body. Body density is determined through weight and volume. Calculates body fat percentage. And then MRI or CT scans, which is the most accurate. So there you go, Lucas.
Fucking bod pod?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I hit up my high school biology teacher who had, he had some kind of way to measure this back when I was in my junior year of high school. And I remember being concerningly low when I did that, but now I want to figure out how to get back down to that. How life changes.
Oh, man.
Alright, then the only other thing I have in the meme corner is just a quick shout out. The Bowsette meme is 2 years old. How far we have come.
How far you have come.
It
wasn't a big deal.
Ryan,
It really wasn't.
Ryan, it's more a measure of quantity, not distance.
Yeah, I don't even know what that means.
You'll get it. You'll get it listening back.
Sure.
Okay, then. I believe that takes us into the breakouts.
Breaking out.
What you checking out, Ryan?
Nothing. I just realized, the boys, but that's, I'm guessing, group chat territory, so.
And we do have to kind of fill time until Andrew can get back to do that, hopefully. Alright, I'll fucking go off then. I paid $6 to download Doom 2016 on my PlayStation.
Yeah. Wait, did you buy it on Steam sale too, or no?
I did not buy it on Steam sale.
Okay.
Although the way that game works, I feel like kind of a controller might be better for well, I guess I can play... Fall Guys has proved to me that I can just use a controller for all Steam games now, so whatever. Hot take, good video game.
Very hot. Totally not the general consensus.
I don't know. It's not going to end up being as influential as the original Doom was, and I should say that what inspired me to make this purchase was the Tim Rogers 3.5-hour review of the original Doom game. But, yeah, really fun game, and I actually think the mechanics of it are helping me fix a lot of bad habits I had gotten into just playing first-person shooter games in general. So hopefully I'm going to be better at those going forward.
Sure. You're going to be a shooter expert?
Maybe.
Shooty boy?
Oh, yeah. Big shots. Big shots, director.
Is there aim assist in Doom? Because it's single player, right? Or primarily single player?
I don't know if there's aim assist, but it's... And this is how bad I was at first-person shooters. It's even more of a base level of helping me get better at some of this stuff. For instance, really bad habit of mine playing first-person shooters was I would always aim down the sights first whenever I fired my gun. Like, always, even if it was like a shotgun or something. That's not even an option on most of the guns in Doom. And the one that does have that as an option, you have to unlock that via a skill tree.
Yeah.
So I've played this for maybe 3 hours, and I already feel like I am way better at just shooting off the hip than what I was at the start of this.
You gotta know when.
Yes.
Gotta know when to hold 'em and know when to fold 'em.
Know when to fucking whip out a pulse rifle and go to town on a hellspawn.
Know when to spray and pray. Know when to gun.
That was really good, actually.
Yeah, that kind of worked.
Yeah. Outside of that, I will just say right now, really digging the vibe of this game. Fucking killing demons. I'm into it. That being said, not a lot of story in this game, but when the story does come up, I am just totally tuned out.
Sure.
I guess there's an evil scientist lady who wants to open a portal to hell, and the head of the company that started the Mars fucking energy resource mining base is mad at Doom Guy for, I don't fucking know, like not saving the world in a way that's most financially beneficial to him. Sure, I get it. Game came out in 2016, has to have some kind of narrative, but not for me. No, thank you.
Doom lore.
There was a paragraph description in a codex for the shotgun in this game, and that is about the least doomed thing I can think of.
What did it say?
Like fucking generic text, like, this is the shotgun developed for use by the Space Marines, retrofitted with titanium to withstand even the harshest of elements. It's a reliable weapon for dealing with any kind of otherworldly combat, like, you know, that fucking that shit.
Yeah.
Not into it. This week I also picked up, or rather my copy of Super Mario 3D All-Stars arrived. Have mostly been playing Super Mario 64, and Ryan, do you have any games that you can recall playing before you really knew how to play video games? Because this is what Super Mario 64 is to me.
Mm-hmm. A game that I can remember playing before any other games? Sorry, what was the question?
Before you really knew how to play video games. Like, for instance, I played Super Mario 64 before I knew how to read.
Sure.
Yeah.
I played Super Mario Brothers, the original, on the SNES.
Hell yeah.
Definitely when I was very young, on my babysitter / daycare person's SNES.
Aw.
Or not SNES, NES. Yeah, see, the original NES. Mm-hmm. I played Duck Hunt on that too.
Right.
Definitely very, very young for those. I remember playing NHL 96 with my cousin when I was very, very young.
Hell yeah.
And I would just I was spamming one button, and I think it was the shoot button, and I was actually scoring goals, and he was getting really mad. I think it was poke check, where you kind of poke in with your stick, and the shoot button. So it was kind of like the ideal button for me to just spam, because it would constantly steal it from him and then immediately shoot it, and eventually some of them would go in. So
why the fuck is this toddler keeping this game close against me?
Yeah, no, I think I was winning.
Yeah, it's funny you say that, actually. I think I played, I never owned Super Mario 64. I played that on, also on my babysitter's video game console. So
yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't either.
Also, that game holds up. I'm having as much fun with it now as what I did back then. With the caveat being, I don't have infinite time anymore, so the more tedious levels in that game are a magnitude more frustrating than they were to me as a child. And also, I don't have, kids 7 years older than me to pass the controller off to when I reach a point in the game when I just have no fucking clue what's going on or how to progress So yeah, that's weird. It's very much a coming home experience for me playing Super Mario 64 right now and enjoying it.
Yeah, that's fair. I have gone back and played some of the classic SNES games from my childhood, like Off-Road the Baja and NBA Jam, the original. And yeah, they're very fulfilling.
I remember on our DC spring break trip, you got surprisingly far in the SNES Punch-Out game.
Yeah, I figured it out. Took a little bit, but
riding the bike, baby.
And then there's like an end of the skill curve in that game where it gets very hard.
Oh,
and you'd have to probably look up a guide otherwise you'd be pounding your head into a wall for hours trying to figure out, is it duck, right, left, counter, like right punch, or like, and like, oh it's the rapid punch, super punch, that is his weakness. Like it's more of a puzzle game than a fighting game. So yeah.
That is unironically one of my favorite bits from Family Guy, when Peter starts the family grace and it just divulges into him asking God to tell him how to beat Mike Tyson's Punch-Out.
Yeah.
Ah,
It's
good joke.
It's tricky. It's tricky.
So many patterns. Oh boy, Andrew has been playing the Blops Alpha. What kind of experience do you think he's been having with that, Ryan?
Well, I'm Andrew Clark, and I'm here to say that
Your checks will arrive on another day.
The Call of Duty Black Ops Alpha Cold War is pretty decent. Ask me more questions, Lucas, for I am Andrew and can answer them fully.
So like Ronald Reagan is a member of the elite super soldier squad, right?
Multiplayer only, but yes.
You can play as Ronald Reagan, right?
I don't think so. He's in the single player as like a character.
Is his like execution move escorting somebody onto the Challenger rocket?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Is it a sledgehammer and he like hits you and breaks your ribs apart like the wall?
Oh.
Yeah.
Is it?
No, I don't know.
Okay.
I haven't played it. All kidding aside, I don't do a very good Andrew Clark impression.
Oh, who does?
Yeah, he's not really notable enough.
Oh. Oh, he is not even here to defend himself.
Yeah, he can't. He doesn't have the quirks.
That's fair.
You know, you gotta have something that you latch onto and just like exaggerate. So maybe like fuck, maybe like that. I don't know.
That's fair. Okay.
You just say that a lot. He could probably do a good Andrew impression. He's good at impressions, so he could just turn himself up to like 1,000 and nail it.
I've known Andrew for 15 years, and I had no clue he had Gilbert Gottfried in the back pocket. It's ridiculous.
And like 6 others.
Right?
I think he's just genuinely pretty decent at them.
He earned that leading role in Adventures of Broof, that voice acting position.
I don't think we took advantage of it though.
We can! Season 2!
Oh, season 2 coming soon. Yeah, I think he mostly just voiced himself or a slightly different version of himself. And I remember how much he was struggling with the scene with Preston and Broof because it was him and then a slightly adjusted version of him that was written differently in a different voice.
Okay, now be Canadian. Come on.
I mean, not even. Like, it was not very extreme.
That's fair.
That's for sure.
We should.
So.
In hindsight, we should have had him do all the lines of one character and all the lines of the other character, but you know what? That's knowledge we can take into season 2.
Yeah. Well, it looks like Andrew is still... They're sweeping the floors looking for people, and more fire trucks are showing up, so Doesn't sound like he's gonna be here anytime soon.
Did he say on the podcast what email went out to his building the other week, or was that off air? I forget.
I think it might have been off air.
Okay, I won't bring it up then.
Just did, but yeah, I mean, as long as you don't say the content, maybe it's fine.
I think we're fine.
Gonna get sued.
Oh. But before litigation begins, we are going to talk about Season 2, Episode 5 of The Boys.
You two, stop that. The deep was fucking gold in this episode. His commercial, and then when Maeve shows up, and he's just like, "Oh, do you want this book?" And she's like, "Oh, fuck no." Wait, you think I'm a piece of shit? Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
He just kind of like rolls with it.
But you can help me, so.
God damn it. It was gold. But that being said, I did have actually a problem with it.
Oh, what was the problem?
First time.
Oh.
I'm fed up with blackmail at this point.
Right, okay.
I don't know about other fans of The Boys, but like, they just keep getting caught by superheroes and keep blackmailing their way out of it. And it's starting to become repetitive.
Okay, I have a similar comment, similar issue with this season. But no, I agree that them. Well, and it's particularly egregious in this instance because it's kind of made clear, no, he doesn't actually have dirt that's usable here, and that a very feeble lie allowed them to escape that situation when there could have been a more interesting conclusion. But so it seems like this season is gearing up to be about them uncovering a conspiracy that's tied, or at least adjacent to, a sketchy religious organization. When in season 1, that plot revolves around them uncovering a conspiracy that was tied to a sketchy religious organization. Like,
very different. Like,
well,
it's a subtle difference, but very different.
That's where my mind went. As soon as Stormfront started talking about how, oh yeah, she has a connection to this church and they're going to be playing a bigger role, like, I have the confidence that this show is going to keep it interesting, keep it fresh, but I'm a little concerned that maybe not.
Yeah. I still have fun with it, but I was...
Yes.
I don't know. I was part of the camp that thought that maybe Black Noir was going rogue, and like there was going to be some sort of like new development with him because he was so broken up over the Compound V thing, and then when he just ended up being a stooge for Mr. Edgar, I was like, okay, that was kind of boring. And then they blackmail and get out of it again. It's like, cool. I mean, if it worked once, like, it needs to work every single time now. Like, that piece of blackmail.
Right.
Like, in theory, they're untouchable to Vought now. If they truly believe that he has that evidence, and that evidence is bad enough that they're willing to spare them, then they literally can't be touched by Vought. Like, there's nothing that Vought can do to change that fact. So, it's just kind of like, are you giving them immunity? That's not very fun.
Especially if you consider that Edgar and his team are acting under the assumption that these were the guys who leaked the Compound V information, which they were, and seemingly are only going to continue fucking with them. So
yeah, just kill. That wouldn't even be that big of a revelation.
Right.
Like, Homelander has a kid, like, and they're keeping him at a secret compound. That wouldn't be that big in comparison with literally Compound V.
Right.
So, yeah, it feels like that should be just insta death for everyone. And of course, like, there's the chance he's bluffing, which he absolutely was. So, what's the point?
Yeah. That.
Oh well.
What else happened?
I did like
go ahead.
Homelander's landing in the village with the terrorist was definitely memed a lot. Where he was kind of like, oh, and he put his hands up like, I'm so scared. That got memed quite a bit. So
against the guy who's seemingly his power was just fucking wind.
yeah.
Ugh.
He's, oh. And then they're starving out here, but they have a fucking cell phone.
Oh god, yep, that.
It's so perfect.
Yep,
It's just-
the writing.
it's
Oh
something.
god, that. Yeah, that is accurate writing. That is. That is how that kind of person responds to that shit.
Yep. And it was very, very in character for Homelander, the way he dealt with the terrorist, where just literally no fucks given, super sloppy, like kind of more annoyed than like, anything else. Just no regard for collateral damage.
Exactly. Kind of a microcosm of the plane situation where,
Yeah.
him just fucking coasting has resulted in a major problem for him.
Yeah. Also, the way they framed A-Train in his like goodbye sequence in the Marvel style movie, I absolutely knew it was going to be a stand-in for Homelander. It was so perfect. Like they were just only showing the back of his head very strategically, and I was like, "That's a stand-in. That's so perfect." That's like such a summation of like all the politics and Homelander and everything.
Yeah.
His actual goodbye to the Seven, and Homelander's not even there for the scene.
No, he couldn't be because he was too busy fucking almost killing thousands of innocent people.
Yeah, what'd you feel about the fake out too?
I thought it was pretty telegraphed. Like,
I kind of knew, but like part of me was like, that's kind of cheap. Like it's a cheap way to show the true reaches of his powers.
I'm gonna level with you. I saw a trailer for this episode, and they showed that scene, the laser eye scene, and that's not how this is gonna shake out.
Yeah, I don't know. I get it. It was definitely like okay, this is probably not real, but at the same time, it was like this feels kind of cheap.
And
so
then I did like the scene of him in the random service tunnel, just kind of. I don't even know what that was. Just him processing.
I think we've all had moments where we relive cringy memories.
Right.
And honestly, it was pretty close.
Yeah.
Right? Like you're kind of like shaking, like, oh fuck, god damn it, like trying to stop thinking about it. That was about right.
Rotating between on the verge of tears and just about to punch the hell out of that wall. Yeah. That. Yep. But then that resolved with him asking Stormfront for help, and she did. And
she helped. She definitely helped. God damn it. There was an internal debate over whether like Stormfront and Homelander were going to fight and then fuck, or if they were going to fuck and then fight. Turns out
at the same time.
Porque no los dos. God damn it. Laser my fucking tits. That was so dumb. It was so great. Oh man, this show.
You might not be here to hear it, but you know what? This episode added some credence. She is apparently as close to as strong as Homelander as what you thought. So credit to Andrew on that one.
Boom! I don't think that's true. I disagree actually. I think that she was in pain, and it was a sign that he's clearly just still tiers above her, and that she has control temporarily over him, but would still get just fucking annihilated.
But yeah, it definitely still hurt, but in the same way that like her punching him in the face hurt, it wasn't.
I don't think it did,
fatal.
though. Like, she's
Definitely
like knocking
did.
him backwards, but he's not like, oh, god damn it, that really hurt. Meanwhile, that's literally what she's doing. And
Yeah, but
we
any
know that
other
Homelander,
superhero, it would have just split her into two pieces.
but we know that
Right?
Homelander can control the power of his beams as well. So, like, we don't even know that he's going full fucking split you in half mode.
Also fair.
Like, he reheated
I
the
think
milk
that was
with
definitely
his-
the
with his-
intention
with
by
his
her
lasers.
going, fucking give it to me. Oh yeah, laser my tits.
Yeah, no, I think that, like, in the beginning he was, like, being full baby mode, like, reheating the milk baby mode. And then she was like, no, harder than that. And, like, if your spouse says, slap me in the bedroom, you don't fucking...
You start at a 5.
Well,
Reel
speak
back.
for yourself, Ryan.
yeah, and go for, like, that Russian slap fight sport thing. Like, you're still holding back a little. Like, so that's what I picture at the very least. And it still caused her pain and left, like, burn marks. So it's kind of like, I think, in my opinion, it was even more so like a testament to the fact that she's not on his level.
Okay. That's fair.
But we'll find out, I'm sure. I don't know if this tenuous truce is going to last long.
Well, I mean, obviously not.
I still don't think
But-
she's making it out of the season alive. Yeah.
I recently discovered my superpower, though.
What is that?
I'm fireproof.
Oh!
Your
I survived.
Your recording didn't get set on fire. Lucas was a
No.
little concerned that...
I give off a fireproof aura.
Oh.
That would not be a terrible superhero, I guess. It wouldn't be a great one, but
It'd be a very situational one.
yeah, feels like you
Help
could
me!
get
I'm
shot.
having a heart attack. I can't help unless you're on fire, man.
Help me! We're undergoing a military operation in Afghanistan. Like,
Is there
Still-
fire? And
yeah,
you
still-
want it there to not be fire?
still vulnerable to bullets. I don't know. if This is my game.
Andrew, glad you are back. Glad you are safe. Glad your apartment is not actually on fire. Apparently, that's all super.
I think there may have been a small fire. Probably like an electrical fire or a stove fire, but it was kind of hard to tell what was going on.
Yeah.
If it was something lesser than that, I look forward to you receiving your building management's next passive-aggressive email.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else
Did
happened?
anyone notice Lamplighter?
Oh, no,
yeah,
where?
Sean Ashmore.
Lamplighter cameo. Uh-oh.
I missed it.
He was the guy in
In the
prison.
hospital. That Stormfront
Oh,
was
is that what
talking
that
to.
was?
Yeah.
A hospital? Okay.
It was a hospital, and he was like, do you still want me to go through with the hit? So Lamplighter's killing people on behalf of Stormfront.
Wait, Lamplighter went from, like, a member of the Seven to a hospital worker?
No, he was an assassin dressed as a nurse.
Oh.
I kind of thought that was like a mental institution and that he was like a
yeah,
a
it might have
patient.
been.
Okay.
I thought that he was a patient was the whole thing,
I
not,
don't think
not
so.
a worker. Okay.
No, I don't think he was a worker either. I think he was a
Just
fucking-
posing.
Yeah, an assassin going there to carry some shit out.
Do you think that's going to have any plot relevance, or is that just kind of an introduction to that situation?
I mean, it's got to have
Absolutely.
plot relevance.
Yeah.
Okay.
They showed it.
Absolutely
Like,
going
Well,
to.
no, but I mean, like,
it's Chekhov's Sean Ashmore.
is Lamplighter going to be killing somebody that we know, or is it just this is what's up? This is this dynamic for future use.
I think it's gonna have relevance.
All
I don't think
right.
you're just
I
gonna-
mean, like, so like maybe he kills someone that we don't know, but it will still have like relevance to the plot.
Fair.
yeah, it wasn't like a passing cameo. He was in the background of a scene. It was a very deliberate scene between Stormfront and him over the phone. So yeah, I imagine it has to.
Yeah. All right.
Do we know anyone who's like, I don't know, fucking like relative works in a hospital, or
The only scene in the hospital was the laser baby scene.
That's true.
From season 1 that I remember. So
Oh.
he's gonna kill the laser baby?
Aw.
what a return!
Diabolical.
It'll be like Homelander's son with the recasting. They're gonna recast that baby.
Oh, I didn't even notice. Did they recast Ryan?
Yeah.
Oh,
Was that a different kid from the last scene?
It's a different kid. So.
yeah. Negotiating with child contractors is notorious. Negotiating with child actors is notoriously difficult. So.
And they hit puberty. And
That's true.
change drastically.
What else?
Girls, get it on.
Actually, that's girls get it done. You know what? That
In private. Stopping the kiss right before. Very, very Disney, very Marvel.
right. Ugh.
Oh, we'll show a gay romance, but they will show no affection for each other.
We got to keep it, on the DL for the China market.
Yeah, no, it's got to be like isolated so we can cut it out.
You know what? I don't think I care much for the character, what's her name, Ashley, but like the scene where her hair is literally falling out as she realizes it is her job to keep the metaphorical pin in the world's most egotistical and self-destructive hand grenade. That was fun.
Yeah.
Well, and her actually being able to handle A-Train. Like, literally the only superhero that she's able to do her job with. God damn it. That is, that was a weird scene where she was actually in control.
Right.
I was like, fuck, man. And granted, he doesn't have any cards left to play, but...
Right.
Yeah, no, he's all out of leverage.
Yeah.
But
I mean, he could still kill her, but he can't get away
have a heart
from it.
attack.
Right.
Yeah. And the director, the scene with A-Train and the director was pretty golden. Just like,
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy. Wow. Did so much work. That we didn't rewrite really sings, huh? Or Joss. It was the Joss rewrite. God damn it. They are
So
not
fucking
pulling
funny.
punches.
No.
Even the description of the episode is like, it's the dawn of the 7. 12 years of the VCU has led up to this. Like, so obviously, like, this is Endgame. It's so good.
They are not afraid to pull those punches. Yeah. Andrew, we were talking a little bit about how we had actually some issues with this episode. I'm curious what you think. We for me it was the once again they used the blackmail get out of jail free card, and it felt like it was just really starting to get repetitive for me with Black Noir. I was just like, fuck, man, is this just they can't be touched by Vought at this point? Like,
yeah, that was one of the bigger things for the episode with me. Is that they set all of this up, and then it's like, yeah, no, of course they didn't win. Like, they are not going to be able to beat Black Noir in a fight. And then they're like, what if I have this MacGuffin? And then they believe me for no reason.
Yeah, for like the 4th time.
Yeah.
And like I was saying to Lucas, like in comparison with Compound V, revealing that Homelander has a son and he lives on a compound run by Vought is not exactly blockbuster material.
Yeah, where they're like, we'll shut your whole thing down. And it's like, well, half the world already like doesn't like Homelander at this point because there's video of him murdering people.
Could be
And even if
beneficial.
they did, like, who cares?
Could be beneficial. Actually, like, Homelander's not a war criminal. He's a family man. He has a son. Right there.
I mean, that's another thing. He wasn't. It wasn't really a war crime that what he did. Like, it was perfectly emblematic of Homelander as a character.
Right.
Like, just not caring enough about his actions, not being deliberate enough, being generally like annoyed with the whole situation. Like, the fact that it was caught on video is definitely what made people mad. But like, boy, if that's a war crime, like every single war, every single battle has had crimes. So.
I mean, yes, but I guess that's kind of besides the point. But
So Maeve's play is definitely to have the deep investigate the plane that Homelander kind of crashed and try to get proof that he caused that. He did the deaths of several hundreds of innocent people, right?
Oh,
That's what's gonna happen
actually,
there.
I didn't think about that. You think that's what that is?
That's my guess.
I don't think that. I think Maeve's gonna die.
Oh boy. Okay.
I think that this plot line leads one place and one place only.
Sure, but like basically, what do you think her play with the Deep is?
Yeah, I can buy that.
Okay.
Some
Okay.
sort of further investigation of the flight, although it might have been cleaned up by Vought, so maybe just in general, using his Church of the Collective connections. God, some of the stuff from his speech was directly from Tom Cruise, with his wife, when he's like, "Oh, I made her breakfast in bed." 'Cause, he thinks that that's like the ultimate like romantic gesture or whatever. Oh my God, it was perfect.
I loved they said there was going to be food here. Yeah, but this is food for your soul. Okay.
Hey, Maeve! Oh, Maeve! Do you want one of these? And just oh fuck no! Like, what, you think I'm a piece of shit?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, absolutely. And he kind of like briefly is like, oh shit, and then just kind of gets over it. Yeah, whatever. Yes, I am.
And then the other half of this episode, the part that actually focused on the boys. All the stuff with Billy and his aunt leading up to the ultimately, unfortunately, disappointing Black Noir fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do think that they were definitely doing a good job of lampooning like Batman and other characters who like hide in the night, like when he's just in broad daylight.
Yeah, just on
squatting
top of a
roof.
house.
Just watching.
Yeah, I thought that
There's
was
like
really
fire
funny.
trucks and shit in the cul-de-sac, and he's literally just sitting there in completely broad daylight doing nothing.
Just in full view.
Yeah. Billy Butcher walks out, and you're thinking, I'm walking out on the boys forever, and then
And
just
it
fucking
immediately notices
immediately
him and just
comes right
walks
back in. Just, Well, all right, never mind.
He could have. Why wasn't he on the other slant of the roof? Why was he in the nook there?
It's very Call of Duty Warzone of you.
Yeah.
Well, you could have provided himself some cover. But he just...
I don't know, a little more insight into Billy as a character. Sounds like the boys are finally getting back together a little bit, and that maybe they'll have similar motivations again. And that's definitely when the show was at the most fun for me, when it was this group of very motivated people working together to take down, people and an organization that are above that, seemingly. But yeah, that's my read.
I don't care as much about the boys anymore. I like
Ooh.
watching Vought fall apart from
That's
by
fair.
itself. Because
Because
fucking
the boys haven't
personalities.
had that much impact in
Yeah.
the
No.
other shit going on so far.
They motivated Annie to leak the compound V
Yeah, but
thing,
she still did it.
She's the one that did it. So like
Yep.
the biggest victory that they've ever had was not even really them.
Yeah.
She literally handled everything. They just had to find a target for her.
Pretty much everything that's been going on with Storefront and Starlight.
Storefront. That was
What?
the thing.
What?
Wait, did you say storefront?
No, I said Stormfront.
Oh, I thought you said storefront. That was a little detail on her coffee cup when she was talking with A-Train and doing that perfect like subtle racism thing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
It
my
said,
God,
it
that
said
was-
storefront on her coffee cup.
Oh.
Like a Starbucks reference.
That was really
Oh.
So
that's pretty
people have
funny.
been calling her storefront in the subreddit, which is pretty great.
Oh god, that was a really good scene. That was a really well acted, well written scene where
It was so on the nose.
Yeah,
ju-
he like clearly
full-
knows exactly what she's saying and trying to get her to actually just say it, and she's like, "No, like you know what I mean, but like I don't have to say it out loud."
Well, no, you're the one that's like crazy for thinking I'm being racist. What's going on with you? Like full on crypto fascist, crypto racist. Just
Wow, why you got to make it about race?
Plausible
You
deniability.
N-word.
Yeah. So that was fun. Also, liked they had a shout out to Buy Erasure, which was crazy. Like, man, this show fucking does not quit.
It's
Like,
it's
everything.
like, you know that she's bi, right? Yeah, but like we just that's a little too complicated. We're just gonna stick with the gay, straight.
And Elena, for you, like we've chosen
like-
this outfit, but then she's
That's menswear.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
well,
gender roles.
yeah, two feminine people in a relationship. People struggle with that concept. So God, it was so perfect.
ugh.
Someone, there's definitely writers on this show that have been through this process.
Oh.
with people that have said that type of shit and are able to write their truth. So, goddamn it.
It doesn't miss. The show just doesn't miss.
God damn you.
Just missed once, please.
For my own sanity.
Um,
Do you think Black Noir doesn't talk and always wears a mask because he's just hideously disfigured from all the damage that he's taking?
That's a lot of damage. I could see it, yeah. Or he's just like what was the thing from BoJack Horseman that Princess Carolyn was in her fantasy? God damn it. Now I need to look this up.
that's a little too deep a cut for me. I'm sorry.
It's a decent cut. Here, vamp for a second. I'll find it.
Yeah, Frenchie and Kimiko storyline still playing out. Seems like that's finally coming to a head. Cool.
Yeah, kind of. I liked the couple of interactions that they had. I know it was pretty limited compared to the rest of the cast, but yeah, Frenchie being like, "You're fucking doing hits? No, don't do that. It's bad for you. I know." Just like, you're like, I've done all this fucked up shit. Please, don't also do that. I thought that was really good.
Yeah, and I think I would enjoy all of this more if, in the end, they don't actually end up being a couple, but that seems like the direction this is going in, and that's been done a million times before. I have a hard time getting invested in this when it seems like the ending is so obviously telegraphed.
Yeah, I mean, like, maybe not.
Hopefully not.
I mean, like, sure, it could go one way or another. Even if they do go with the more obvious route, they still might do it in a good way. I mean, the show definitely has been anything but poorly written at this point.
True.
So, and they might get creative with it. We'll see.
Let's see. Other major developments. Starlight and Stormfront are finally
head ahead.
Yes, they are. Speaking of blackmail, they both have dirt on each other, and that renders them seemingly at an impasse.
Yeah, it's like, you leaked this VOT shit to the public. Yeah, well, you're 100-year-old Nazi.
I did also like the subtle transition in Starlight's like whole just performance the minute that Homelander walks in. Mm-hmm. Like, she was absolutely hardcore, like, no, I'm a badass too. I'm gonna stand up to you, all the way up until Homelander.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Homelander.
And then it was
fuck.
Immediate, like fucking Superman to Clark Kent mode. Like, oh goddamn, totally deflated. That was a really good performance.
Yeah. Is there anything else? Think that might be it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I couldn't find what the thing was. It was the episode where Princess Carolyn's great-great-great-great-granddaughter was telling the story of Princess Carolyn. And she used like a substitute, and it was like the physical manifestation of human desire and longing or something like that. So,
real quick, I wasn't here when you guys did the breakouts, but I did play the Blops Alpha.
What? Yeah, you already told us about it, Andrew.
We did a bit where Ryan answered questions about it as you.
Oh, God.
And I broke out my Andrew impression.
Well, what was your Andrew's impression of Blops?
Well, wow, guys. So I was just playing the Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War Alpha, and I gotta say, it was pretty good. That was the general vibe.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'm offended.
It. Oh. Damn. We wanted to hear your impression of yourself.
If anything, it would be more like this.
Andrew,
I feel like you're good at impressions. You're good at like honing in on the one thing that makes someone distinct and then exaggerating it. So what would your impression of yourself be?
Guys, it's just... So, here we go. It's just... So I did this, and... I mean, okay, going back for a second. So I was playing Blops, and okay, just so that you know what that is, like there was a game a long time ago. It was Blops, yada yada yada. You know, okay. You want me to move it along? Okay. So I was playing it, and it was just okay.
There you go. Very Trump-esque.
That's my impression of myself.
Your impression of yourself devolves into a modern 20-something Donald Trump.
Ouch.
Yeah, constantly backtracking, word soup,
Andrew,
Andrew Clark, is what it is.
So
it made me less excited about
Oh.
so
just generic, I'm gathering.
it just, maybe it was because of the alpha, but it didn't flow well for me. I think a lot of the maps were too big or too small, depending on like the number of people playing in that game mode. The weapons felt kind of chunky. People are a little bit more like bullet sponges than they were in Modern Warfare. So, yeah, I don't know. It seems like the gunplay is like Modern Warfare with like some old Call of Duty mechanics, and I don't think it works that well together. But I'll probably play the beta too in like a couple of weeks, see if it's any better.
Fair. I'm sorry, Blops is exactly what everybody thought it would be.
It was what we thought it was.
They are what we thought they were.
Yeah, maybe
Let them off the hook.
Maybe if they put part of it up for free that has a multiplayer element, you'll get really into it for like 3 months, and then, that'll be neat.
Warzone is going to still be connected to Blops. Warzone will have the exact same sort of interface as Modern Warfare. So, like, Warzone is going to be connected to both games, and it's going to be exactly the same.
All right. If we're just closing off loose ends, I will say quickly, this week's chapter of Chainsaw Man was not pretty good. Was not really good even. It was quite great. And that's my opinion on that. I think we are heading into the... Oh god, what do we call this segment for this show? Wiki wind down. Are we sticking with that?
No, this is just the wrap up, right?
Oh, okay. We're moving on.
Wind down is the quarantine cast.
Fair. We're moving into just the wrap up then. So let's do a clap sync, and then I will read off the stuff that I actually haven't written down yet. So I don't know why I said read off, but it's basically like a Google Doc in my memory at this point.
You mean a memory?
Google is inserting itself everywhere.
I mean, yes, but I feel like it's, backed up into the cloud or something. So, like, memory with insurance.
Well, yes, but actually, no.
You got a blockchain memory?
Oh. Actually, I don't, and that's okay, because then they can't use my memory to mine crypto.
I don't have a blockchain memory, and why that's okay. Some shitty fucking thought piece for the New Yorker or something.
Beautiful. Thank you all so much. Huh?
I said wrap us up. And then you started while I was saying it, and it cut you off. Cut all this.
As you can all tell, this has been a long podcast, but we greatly appreciate all of you listening to this. If you enjoyed it, please like, comment, subscribe, etc. Do whatever is appropriate for the platform that you are listening to this on, which now includes Spotify. Yeah! Thank you, Andrew, for taking care of that. Looking forward to dominating this burgeoning podcast network. Also be sure to check the description of this episode for a link to Act Blue. If you follow that and make a donation, those funds will go to a collection of great causes. That's certainly appreciated right now. Beyond that, you can send us an email, your questions, business opportunities to voluntaryviewing@gmail.com. Otherwise, be sure to follow this podcast on Twitter at V2_podcast for updates. Beyond that, you can also check out our Patreon if you really enjoyed what you heard. And yeah, make a donation, a couple of great tiers on there. Shout outs, as always, to the people keeping the lights on for this podcast: Tiffany Cole, Sucky Badger, and Sensual Richard Nixon. My name is Lucas DeRuyter. I'm a person on the internet, and if you want to see the stuff that I do, you can give me a follow at Lucas DeRuyter on Twitter. I think that was most of it. Beyond that, also, we do shorter daily podcasts now called the Quarantine Cast. Didn't bring it up in this one because it wouldn't be totally appropriate, but yeah, the icon Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed away recently. That's a fucking lot, and I'm sure we're going to talk about it in some detail, at least, in tomorrow's episode of the Quarantine Cast. So please tune in for that. Those come out, once again, weekly. All right. While I catch my breath, what end note do we want to finish on?
Buy stock in GameStop and dilute Lucas's shares.
No, well, actually, I'm gonna sell, man. Like, I'm waiting until like end of holiday this year, and then I'm offloading at whatever that bubbles around. Maybe $20 a share. Yeah, I'll probably.
It's kind of lofty.
On this trend, this time of year, isolated entirely in my kitchen.
Is that the only place that you trade stocks?
I am like 4 feet away from my kitchen right now with where my desk is at. So yeah. Practically.
That's the trading floor.
Yes.
Lucas's kitchen.
Every morning at whatever time the stock market opens up, I ring a bell in my kitchen.
Yep. You're dressed in like a full like Armani suit, like really fancy. Just got a, what's it called, like a lanyard with an ID on it. Mm-hmm. You're just like screaming like $38.70 a share, $38.70. I need 4 shares. But it's just you hitting buttons on your laptop.
Oh god, if I were good enough at playing the stock market, would I be cool with that just being my full-time? Probably not. Probably not, because like beyond just being successful enough to afford cost of living, I would also have to be good enough to cover my own health care that way, and that gets pricey pretty quick. So, no, that's probably not a life for me.
I had a roommate before I moved into my current apartment that was a day trader. It seemed like kind of hellish existence, honestly. Like he was literally just in his room on his computer all day long, every day. So
you know what? Yeah, I'm playing around with what at the end of the day is fun money for me. If that is all of my net worth on the line every single day, nope, not into it.
It was also during peak crypto. So
he
legitimately had days where he made like 10 grand and then days where he would lose like 10 grand. So, yeah.
All right.
Don't buy crypto. That's the end message. Lucas was right all along. It's all a giant scam.
Yeah. Hope you feel
no money.
Hope you feel vindicated, 2017 me.
Yeah, as you look at the Bitcoin price and realize that it's still very high.
I could have. You know, I remember discovering what that was in the early teens and thinking, maybe. But nah.
Nah.
This is dumb.
I mean, back in the day, they would literally like buy a pizza with like 1,000 Bitcoin to try to like inflate the value, like get it out there.
Up until the point where it was shut down, one of the manga pirate sites I frequented had a button that was tip us a Bitcoin. And that made sense. That made sense back in like 2011. But by the time they closed down in 2019, no.
Yep. No, it was legitimately on Reddit. They would tip Bitcoin every once in a while instead of giving gold.
Ugh.
Like they would like give you a Bitcoin. Yeah.
If someone just tosses you a couple of Bitcoin.
And then it moved on to Dogecoin, which was like the meme coin. But even that at one point was worth like almost 2 cents per coin, and people would be tipping like 1,000 Dogecoin or something. So you'd actually get some decent amount of money out of it. So, yeah, man.
Toss a Doge coin to your Witcher.
I don't even want to.
Yeah. I don't have the energy to keep that going.
I'm fresh out. I can't remember what my one earlier was, but I'm fresh out after that one.
Oh, God. All right. Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for listening. Good luck out there.
Don't burn your house down.
Nope.
Or have your apartment burned down.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.